next question, what are you going to be for Halloween?
My son called me up the other day, and he was very upset because I was talking to Lori on the phone, and I cut off with Lori. And Christopher, I get this message like 2 seconds after I hung up my phone, and my phone is on a vibrate thing, so I'm like, it's freaking out. I'm like, what is going on? It's Christopher saying, Daddy, I want to talk to you. Daddy, I want you to be a lady for Halloween. And I didn't understand. I really didn't understand what he said, so I called him back up, and I said, Lori, yeah. Christopher was just left me a message. She goes, oh yeah. Here he is. Daddy, yeah, I want you to be a girl. I said, what? He goes, yeah, I want you to be a girl man for Halloween. I thought, I'm like, okay, a girl man. What are you going to be, Daddy? I'm going to be the bat. I'm going to be a bat. Because a bat is black. Yeah, I know a bat's black, Christopher. Yeah, because I want to be a bat. Grandma's going to make me the costume. Okay, he's turning into Rain Man now. And he's 3, but he's just so funny. And so he wants me to be a lady, a girl man, one of those 3. So it might happen. We got a lot of Linda Evans clothes. I'm the Judy Evans clothes as it will turn still. I'm sorry. When she was pregnant, you know Judy Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you had to change careers, what would you like to be other than an actor or a musician?
Well, I think I'd go home and actually be in the business that my brother is in. Having to work with concrete and with my hands, and it's crazy enough as it sounds. Get back into construction because let's face it, when I'm not doing work with Christopher or at work, as it will turns, I'm working on the house, so my hands are always in it, and I'd love to get back into that if I had to.
Is there anything personal in the character you're playing that's typically you?
I think it all. You know what? I don't know. Obviously my indecisiveness right now. He can't make a decision, so I guess I have my wife for that. But there's nothing inherent that I can think of. But I like to think his nature is. I mean, the words that come out of his mouth. And the way he delivers them, the only way I can deliver them is to put them in my mouth and figure it out. So it's not like I have to prepare for a character at all. I just go on the set and try to make believe what's on the page. And you know what? To tell you the truth, Annie and Maura direct Jack in his way more so than you think. But I don't think there's anything. Besides maybe, I like to think the likability, that is the same. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, that works.
All right, good.
Okay, how about those Yankees? Were you glad they won?
I'm not so glad. You know what? It's not the fact that they won, because I had the feeling they were going to win. It's just I'm so glad that it's. You all shielded over there?
It's like
you're in Sahara Desert. Yeah, I was just so glad that they won and got the thing over with, because let me tell you, even on the days that they weren't, even the days that the Yankees and the Mets weren't playing was a Monday night, that's the day that the Jets ended up winning, and you had to stay up that late anyway to watch the Jets win. So, yeah, for the fatigue factor, yeah, I'm glad that it's over.
Are you going to put out a CD with different songs?
Oh, God, I'd love to. I don't know. I think the CD to have would be a Martha Byrne and Michael Park CD.
Oh, yeah.
With like duets and stuff like that. I mean, unfortunately, you're not going to sell a ton of CDs. I mean, the audience to buy the CDs were at the St. Jude's benefit last night, and that's 700 CDs. So
there are a lot of people wanted there.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Well, let's hope. We had at one point 4.1 million fans watching one week. We were number 3.
Yes, I remember that.
We were tied for number 3. And that is attributed to the fact that, Hogan's been busting his butt to get these things out, and the show's it's moving. It's great.
Was Hollywood Squares fun?
Hollywood Squares was a blast. I thought I was right. I gotta tell you, okay, this is the deal with Hollywood Squares. They give you a postcard with all the questions you're going to be asked. They give you the heads up on the questions you're going to be asked. And then they give you fake answers. They don't give you the answer, but come on, the answers, if you have them long enough, you can read them and go, oh, you can figure them out. They gave me, I was the secret square, right?
Did you know you were going to be the secret square?
No, I had no idea. Because I'm you know,
Oh, so they
when you
don't
say the
tell
secret
you?
square, yeah, but I guess there's like a light someplace that goes on.
That we
Didn't tell me.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Yeah, you see, but I don't see it.
You
So
don't
I'm
hear that
going,
noise either?
no, I'm going, what just happened? Okay, whatever. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I had no idea. So when she picks me and all these things go off, that reaction that I had, did you see the reaction I had? I was like, that was real. I mean, that wasn't even, that was totally real. Because I was like, what the? What's going on? And so then he starts asking the question immediately because at the commercial break, we were told, oh, God, some of them. Who is that guy from Passions who's on our show?
Oh my God.
What's his name?
Oh.
Yeah, Galen's a really nice guy. Nice guy. And even John, John, what's his name? Callahan? Those guys are nice guys and everything, but when they were shooting this show, people were asking them questions and they'd come up with their little joke. Now, you didn't see it, but their little joke was like, number one, 5 minutes long and not funny. So what happened was, they just cut that part out. They ended up cutting their little joke out, which was totally stupid, and just went right to their answer. John Callahan was the same way. I'm thinking, oh my God, if they ever come to me, I'm not telling a joke. I had already made this decision. I'm not telling a joke. I'm just going to, because I had a million, please. I had a million of them all set up, all these questions. I'm going to knock them dead with that. So I'm all psyched. And then one of the producers come up and say, okay, listen, we're running really long. If you get asked a question in this next round, just go right to your answer. And I'm thinking, oh, okay. Meanwhile, I'm sitting by Whoopi, and I said, I got to go right to my answer. I can't tell any jokes. He says, honey, you do what you need to do. And she was great because, I got to tell you, she came to see Smokey Joe's Cafe. And she's with Frank Langella right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know that? And so, what's that?
Oh, yeah, they still are. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so they came to see Little Me as well. And I walked up and said, Rob Marshall, the director of Little Me, said, come here. Whoopi wants to meet you. And I said, I've already met Whoopi. She goes, yeah, she said that. Come here. So I get up, there's a picnic table thing in the green room in the Roundabout Theater. And I get up there and she goes, oh, honey, you're better than you were in Smokey Joe's. Here. I said, will you sign that for me? She goes, yes. So she signs a playbill for me, and I said, thanks. My mother is a huge fan of yours. And I started singing, Around the World. Have you ever seen her? One jump in 80. She starts singing with me. We start singing, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. So she, of course, I walked up to her in the green room of Hollywood Squares, and she immediately goes, Michael, I'm so glad that you're here. I was blown away that she, number one, remembered my name. Remembered my name, and it's amazing to me. And I rarely get starstruck, but you gotta understand, this woman is extremely talented. She is, I think, one of the last really great talents. I mean, if you put the three of them like they were on stage for Comic Relief, Robin and Billy and those guys are just amazing. They really are. Wow, it's getting cooler in here now. Yeah. Okay. But okay, so I'm all ready to read my. They start the question immediately, and I'm thinking he's already reading the question, and I'm thinking, where is this on the sheet? This question's not on the sheet. So I'm pretending to listen, but I'm going, what am I going to say? And then it was a multiple choice. I'm like, oh, it's a multiple choice. So all this is going on, and then I stopped thinking, and the last word that I heard was Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
So I said, Zimbabwe. I swear to you. I thought they asked where Tanzania was. I didn't hear Timbuktu. I never heard Timbuktu. I heard that, where's Tanzania? Number one, Tanzania's a country. Maybe he asked where it was. I didn't even have that thought in my head. I just heard Zimbabwe. So I screamed Zimbabwe, and as soon as I said that, I was like, oh, Molly, what? I said, Whoopi, what's up with that? She went, I thought it was in Zimbabwe, too. So she's asking Bruce Valanche, and Bruce Valanche went, oh, yes, well, you have to understand, he's a brilliant man. Brilliant man. He says, well, you have to understand, there was a big revolt. And what happened was Timbuktu was sort of on the border of Mali and Zimbabwe. And what happened was Timbuktu was won over by the Malians.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, I didn't even have that in my head. So it doesn't really matter. So that was my thought process through that whole deal.
What is your favorite primetime show?
Primetime show, New York Yankees baseball for the last 3 months. You know what? I'm a sucker for those reality shows. Sorry. But I'm a sucker for the real world because I'm living vicariously through that. Because I'm not 22 anymore. And Road Rules. Because I'm thinking, if I was on Road Rules, I would kick butt. They should have a 30-something Road Rules. Because all the drama just kills me. It's like, oh, please. You haven't seen nothing yet. Wait till you have a kid. And then, do you guys see the Road? Have you ever seen Road Rules?